Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, just trying something unique here, guys. I haven't done much of it, but I thought I would really drop some news on you guys. I think it's important for you guys to, because as much as you see the prices fall and I break down coins, I think it's good for you guys to see some of the news. So, I'm going to do this with you. And if it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching, and I'll dive into this. But before I do so, I need to let you know, I am not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on this market. So please always do your own research before investing any money. That being said, I'm scrolling through these because, I want to show you what really is happening right now. And, Bitcoin sinks into a week low as China... Bitcoin sinks to 2-week low as China intensifies crypto mining crackdown. So a lot of the price falls that we're seeing right now is basically involved with the crypto over, the crackdown in the crypto space over in China. And, again, I've been looking through a lot of this stuff and it just seems like they're really trying to put a stop to people using cryptocurrency in China. Now, I'm just going to start with this one. ETH drops below 2K. Bitcoin wilts as China tells banks to cut off crypto transactions. So they're literally stopping people mining crypto and all sorts over there. And I just think to myself, why? What's the reason why? What are you trying to gain out of it? Because what are they really going to... Because in my eyes, I see cryptocurrency as the future of technology. And, if you're someone that's into crypto now, you also believe this as well, which is why people keep, investing into Bitcoin and stuff, because we want to set ourselves up for greatness. Not because we know the price is going to appreciate, but because we know that we have a technology where we don't need the banks. Technically speaking, we don't need banks to be involved in sending transactions. If you want to send something to your mum, you basically get your ledger or whatever you got and you just send it to her. Boom, done, with your phone, whatever app you got. So it just doesn't make sense as to why they're trying to stop their people from doing this. And in all honesty, if it was me and I was living in China and I wanted to be a part of cryptocurrency, I would personally just probably move to another country which accepts it. But let's just have a little look. China's central bank said major financial institutions must stop providing trading, clearing and settlement of crypto transactions transactions. It just doesn't make sense. Bitcoin, Ether, Ether and other cryptocurrencies are trading lower after People's Banks of China, and that's the PBOC, called for a stricter crackdown on virtual cryptocurrency dealings. The token power, I'm just going to skip this top one here. Well, the second largest cryptocurrency by market is changing hands near $1,200 roughly. I think that's the price right now. As at press time, the lowest levels that they've seen since May 23. So when was this actually printed? Because I thought this was quite a recent one, but this just shows, June 21st. This just shows how long this whole crackdown and madness that's been going on with China. And it's funny because, this says since May 23, and if you actually look at the price charts of Bitcoin where we are, ignore all the crazy lines, where is May 23? So May this is May 19th when we had a massive drop. I remember because it was on my birthday, from here down to here. So since around this time, this is when they're really trying to stop people from being a part of it. Maybe because people got involved, up here, and a lot of people lost some money because of the drop, and that's what sparked this attention to them. I don't know, just trying to put out some different ideas as to why they feel like they need to stop it. Because before this, before the money system that we have today, which is very controlled, it's heavily centralized, they didn't have people controlling the money, and I'll get into that in a second. But there was no centralized authority telling people what to do with money. And if you think about it today, how we live today, and what's the Model Investor? I watched that guy, I love him, and he made a very valid statement. When we have cash payment, you probably got a wallet right now with 10 quid in it or 5 quid in it, something like that. Couple of quid, get yourself some bubble gums or something. What am I laughing for? But no, what I'm saying is that when we send payments, or when we're in a shop and we're buying stuff with our cash, that's as private as it gets. And he was very right in that. The government doesn't see what you buy in the shop. They don't see what payment method or what coins you're spending or what note you're giving. They don't see the change that you're getting back. They're only the only time that they see this stuff is when, a transaction is made on your card. So, I'm going to get into more on that in a second. Let's just carry on down here and see what it's saying. While China's anti-crypto stance is well established, the latest statement comes after consultation? Listen, some of these words. We have Alipay, okay, and major banks including the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Agriculture Banks of China, Construction Bank, just talking about different banks. So I guess what they're saying is that they got a group of banks over there that are really having to make this tough decision as to whether they should allow or should not allow crypto. And, they're obviously the majority of their big ones are leaning towards trying to, again, in their eyes, protect the citizens. But in my eyes, it's like you're stopping people from making money. So the decentralized bank asked for prompt discontinuation of payments channels. That's mad. And you know what? I remember seeing something about like news like this in the UK, where some of the UK banks were stopping us from buying crypto. Now, if this is true, and they're now going to stop banks, because I've read somewhere where I'm going to go further in a second about China's stopping banks. The banks are stopping people from making physical transactions. Like, you can't go on Binance and buy your coins. That's what I'm saying. If they're going to do that, that's going to be a big problem, because people want to invest. Let's just move forward. Banks fall in line as China's central bank cracks down on crypto accounts. So, this one doesn't really say much on it. It's just interesting for me. Can I click it and see what it says? Sorry, banging my chest there. Let's have a little look down here. Talking again about China banks, so it's the third largest bank. So here's the thing, right? Because it's the third largest bank, it's very likely that the second and the first may look at that and say, well, why have they done this? Why are they doing this? And it could be a possibility that, the other two banks do that as well. I'm not saying it's gone, I don't know, but, for me, it's just a pain in the butt. Because it doesn't make sense as to why they want to do this. We're losing hash rate as well because China owns a lot of hash rate in the Bitcoin space, and that could be another reason as to why we see Bitcoin's price fall down. Because if China's cutting off the hash rate, because they hold a lot of hash rate, that could be another reason why we're seeing this. Obviously, the miners are now having to have some form of capitulation, having to sell at low prices. And, this could be what we're seeing. I don't know. But isn't it just weird? Prices fall down. China decides to drop this madness on how the banks are going to stop, accepting crypto, allowing them to do crypto payments and stuff and sending it with their banks. And, it just all lines up too neat, if you know what I mean. Let me just see down here. Having banned token issuance and crypto trading as early as 2017. So hold on, when was this dated? I want to see. This was 3 hours ago. Okay, so it's just pinpointing related things that happened to the dips prior to the... And you know what? Another thing is, China's been doing this for a long time. It's not the first time China's been talking about banning crypto. You can actually go back. That's what this is saying here. You can go back to 2017 and you can see posts of China saying that they were going to ban Bitcoin in their country. So, it's been an ongoing thing for many years. Yeah, I just don't think it's ever going to change. I think next year we're going to see something else of it. China just banning all kind of crypto and Ras. Bitcoin sinks to 2-week low. Yeah, as we know, Bitcoin is so it's just, again, everything that we see right now is heavily focused on China and the Bitcoin. Bitcoin sank to 2-week low Monday, reports of China. Hold on, the world's largest bank. Yeah, we know that, blah, blah, blah. I want to show you something more relevant. Let's come across to here. The reason I'm showing you all of this is because when you think about money, right? Actually, I'll get into this in a second. When you think about money, and like I said, when you're spending your paper money, it's private. No one can see what you're doing, right? And banks, governments, they want to remain in control. And this is why they're making a digital currency, because they will be having the digital, and this is where it falls into stablecoins and why they think it's legal, right? I'll get into this in a second, but they want to have control, and they want us to keep using the dollar, to keep using the yen and the British pounds, because that way they have control of what's going on. Because when you take out your card and you scan it, whatever you're buying, they can see. They see the transaction, they see when you spent it and blah, blah, blah. And that's what they want to continue to keep doing. Now, when you think about the lottery, right, and I know this is a bit random off topic, when you think about the lottery now, every state has a lottery. You know, we in the UK, we've got lottery, Euro Millions. Every country has a lotto system. Now, think about it. And this is weird. It really opened my mind. Like, why do they do this? Because, you know, it's not easy to win the lottery, but when you win it, whether it's like £2 on a scratch card, you're happy. I think that there's a bigger picture to this whole lottery thing. And I know it sounds weird, right? But I think that they want us, if they give us money, right? Meaning you're getting into these jackpots, you win these big monies, and we're constantly playing to win more. That's keeping us active with the dollar or the British pound or the euro. We're constantly using their currency, their fiat. So in their eyes, it's like, yeah, we've got control still because we're giving them what the money, and they're constantly holding on to it and using it. And this is why I think the lottery's been put in place. And I think, like, you know, because when you really think about it, why don't they? Because right now, we're in the 21st century, not being funny, you know, national lottery, whatever it is, you could easily make a cryptocurrency where you put it on your website and allow people to join in. Because why not make a Bitcoin lotto? You could do that. You could easily buy up a bunch of Bitcoin and put it on your national lottery, and people could invest, you know, people could pay you the British pounds and the dollars to hopefully win the euros. The Bitcoin. I'm just saying that could be done. So, you know, why don't they do it? Because they want us to keep using the fiat system because they don't want it to change. So yeah, going back on this one real quick. This one was interesting. Does a law from the Civil War make stablecoins illegal? Now, for those who are new to the crypto, I know a lot of people are in this already. You understand stablecoins. Stablecoins never go up and they never go down. They always remain the same price. You can see it here. Tether, you know, number 3 in the charts because people always like to use it so they don't lose value in what they've invested in and what gains they've made, right? So, you know, it never goes up, never goes down, but they're claiming that could it be some shape illegal? Hold on, where's that thing gone? I've lost it. Could it be illegal? Well, here's the thing, and this is what I was telling you before. So before we had a centralized control, we had a decentralized form of money, and this is what this is talking about here. Like before the Civil War, there was a decentralized currency system with a myriad, whatever you want to call it, of coins and banknotes. All banknotes were privately issued through independent banks. There was no US government paper money. If a bank wanted to issue currency, it had to deposit bonds with its state banked authority. Usually a bank could issue anywhere from 90 to 100% of the value of the bonds deposit. Now, when you think about that, like, so what they're basically saying is that it wasn't backed by gold. It wasn't backed by silver. You know, what were they using to back up that money? Because, you know, that's private money. Essentially, it's not controlled by one person. What were they using to back it up to say, you know, this is what this is worth? It's just interesting, you know, that we had that, and all of a sudden, what is it, because this was 1800s, right? I think it's just 1860 something. That's when the Civil War came, and then after that, that's when they decided to get the governments to come together and make a centralized currency, a centralized fiat system. So we have to use it. But, you know, when you really dive into all this stuff, it does make you wonder. Why are they doing this? And I think it is just they really want to have control over what we're doing right now, this space here. And how do you get control? To scare people, to fear them, to make them feel like they've, you know, they're putting their money into something that's not stable, something that you're going to lose. And that's the easiest way to scare someone. Because, you know, if you be working full time, you make your £1,200 a month and you put it into crypto and it falls down on your ass, because that's what we've been seeing, it's going to scare you. It's going to panic you. And this is what I think they want. So when they drop out their versions of the stable coins and stuff, they say, look, use this instead because it's more stable, it's safe, you know, we have control of it. Don't worry if there's any problem. If there's any problem, we can help you get it back. You know, just saying, you know, that's the sort of thing that I see. China says banks must block crypto transactions. Now, this is what I was trying to say to you before. It's mad, crazy, ludicrous. Bomb. Just got to drop it like that. Central banks says institutions must not provide trading, or clearing and settlement for crypto transactions. So they're literally saying that you are not going to, if you live in China, you will not be able to do any payments. So if you log into your Binance and you decide to send a payment from your bank to Binance, they're going to block your account. They're going to shut you down. Because I think if you read here, let me see if I can find it. It was talking about closing down people's accounts should they keep making payments with Bitcoin. With crypto. I can't see it. China, what crypto months last? Long held ban on cryptocurrency. I can't see it. There was something that I read up somewhere. But yeah, it's just interesting that this is happening now. Because think about it. Crypto has been around for 12 years. They've had 12 years to ban it. They kept talking since 2017 to ban crypto and they never did. And now they're stopping people from making transactions. They're stopping people from being able to buy. And this, when you look back at like how, because, in the US, I know some of you guys can't use Binance, right? Because your country is stopping you from using certain exchanges and buying from certain exchanges. I know there's a madness between US and China right now, but there's a reason because they want you to be able to buy it through them and have more control through them. Now, look, I should have found that other page. There was one talking about how China maybe, some of the hash rate may be coming across to the US. And if that's the case, then obviously, because, I think, don't quote me on this. I don't know, but I think China had roughly 50-ish%, roughly around that, of the hash rate on Bitcoin. So, if now they're starting to close down and stop people from, mining Bitcoin, I can't remember which one it was, one of these. Here we go, mining crackdown. If they're going to start stopping people from mining, this is the capitulation that we're seeing. We're seeing miners sell off. And that explains why we're seeing such a dramatic drop in the price. But I'm still watching this trend line here. Last thing, look, UK banks, TSB set to ban crypto. Again, another UK bank buying due to e-wallet scam. Now, I've not heard of an e-wallet scam. What is an e-wallet scam? The company, the latest UK bank to act to crack down on cybercrime. UK bank TSB is set to ban its more than 5 million customers from purchasing cryptocurrencies amid concerns over excessively high rates of fraud on trading platforms, according to the report in the Times. According to the report, TSB is planning to block its 5.4 million customers from sending money to trading platforms such as Binance, Kraken, on concerns scammers are being allowed to set up e-wallets to steal people's monies because of inadequate security checks. Well, one thing we know for sure is that when we join up to Binance, and I think Binance has been more heavy on it now, because, I've had family recently join up, you have to do KYC. So you have to put, and you tell me, drop your comments down below. Did you have to put like your driving license or something on there? Because as far as I'm aware, that's what we had to do. I mean, years ago, they wasn't too hard on it. I did it years ago anyway, because I want, when it comes to withdrawing your cash, if you don't have KYC, know your customer, upload the ID and stuff, then you will face a situation where they will only let you withdraw a certain amount of coins each day into fiat, right? So I didn't want that. So I was happy to do the KYC, but this doesn't really make too much sense, because what they could have done, essentially, is stop it. You don't have to ban people from buying crypto. Why don't you ban it on the other end when they're trying to withdraw the crypto? Because, if someone decides to withdraw, because once they pull it into the crypto, once they decide to withdraw it, that could be where the ban takes place. Oh, look, I see that you're trying to withdraw X amount into this wallet, from this wallet to this account. We have to ask why. They could do something like that. Binance is reportedly of particular concern to the banks, as about 2/3 of all frauds involving crypto were tied to the Binance platform. The report said in one 30-day period, 849 TSB savers reported losing funds from Binance accounts. The Times reported. But hold on a minute. You got a Binance account, right? If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure 90% of the people that watch my channel has a Binance account. Now, that when you set up your Binance account, 1, you need an email address. 2, it says to you, if you want to, you can actually add 2FA to your Binance address, to your Binance account, meaning you'll have to do the Google Authenticator. They actually offer 3 things: Google Authenticator, your email, and a text to your phone. So if you try to withdraw stuff from your bank, from your Binance, you need those 3 things. So if people aren't setting up the 2FA, right? If these 849 people out of what? Because you said you got 5.4 million customers. Think about it. You got 5.4 million customers and only 849 reported losing funds. When you think about it like that, that's what is that, like 0.001, something so minute of all the people that have become part of your, that's part of your banking system, have lost money through Binance. And I can guarantee you that it was probably because they didn't set up and secure their accounts properly. Otherwise, because I'm not being funny, how does someone, even if you, because I've been hearing about that SIM swap. Be careful, guys, because I've been hearing about the SIM swap where people can swap. They call up the networks. They say, "Oh yeah, I've lost my phone, but can I put my SIM on this one?" And then they start asking for your name and stuff like that. And then they give them. They're trying to basically act like you and act like that they're who you are. Get my words out. And yeah, they're swapping your SIM over, putting it on their own SIM, and then they're changing account details and stuff. Now, I would recommend, if you're going to set up this 2FA, have at least your email and, well, even if you did have 3 of them, because you still need all 3 in order to change your details. You need the Google Authenticate, you need your text, you need your thingy, you need your email. So I believe that these 849 people did not have 2FA involved, and that could have led to them, because there's no way people can do stuff without it. Especially withdraw. Even if they went on and started trading stuff, they couldn't withdraw it. The report said that the bank claims that Binance hardly ever responds to allegations of customer fraud. Well, look, every time I've used Binance, and it's up to you guys if you want to quote me on this one, I've never had an issue where I've lost money off there. Matter of fact, I've been in a situation where Binance has had been attacked, by thingies, and Binance actually said they paid people back what they lost. So in my eyes, some of this information doesn't actually hold true. But it's obviously entirely up to you what you want to believe. I just, it's out there. I just want to show you. Who is it, the people that are writing this? Kevin Reynolds, obviously they're just going by what they read as well. But yeah, it's, for me, anyone that's using crypto, we know that it's a risk. Whether you use exchanges, it's a risk. Yes, of course, there's going to be crime everywhere. You can't stop cybercrime, right? But to ban people from using crypto is not going to solve the issue, because, like I said, people in the UK, 1, they can go to another bank. 2, they can go to another country that will accept them to use crypto. So, yeah, it's just a bit of madness in relation to the news and stuff. I thought I'd pull it out here to you. I don't know. Like I said, never done a video like this. Really focused on the news, but I think it is important for you guys to see and hear a different perspective as to what's going on. It mainly just seems to be this whole China thing, the breaking down of the accounts and the mining, and it's just mad how some people can be affected by this more than others. I'm not truly affected because I'm just remaining focused. Like, of course, we're not gonna we're all losing a little bit of profits unless you're printing stable coins, but for me, I got to look at the long-term perspective. And for me, I believe that in 5 years, Bitcoin will be higher than what it is now. Ridiculously higher. I believe Ethereum will be ridiculously higher. So, I look at it from that long-term perspective, and that anything right now, because you've been there. The only people that have said to me, "Oh, I wish I bought Bitcoin back at 2013 or 2014. And, you got to think about, back in 2013, 2014, they had crashes just like what we have today. Let me just see if I can find one. What's this? This is 2017. Let's go right back to this little smidge here. I just want to show you as an example, right? Because when you look back right here, right? Look at that. Bitcoin went from 700 down to, what's this down here? 200. Now, that's over 50-something% drop. And these people panic sold. And, again, I say the same thing. Who would have loved to have bought Bitcoin, not being funny, just at £700 alone? Forget the 200 now. You would, right now, as we sit today, because like I said, this is 2013, right? December the 6th, 2013. We're talking 8 years ago. You're looking now thinking, man, I would have loved to have bought Bitcoin at this price. let that sink in, seriously, because right now, I think we're going to be in a similar situation, People in 5 to 7, 8 years from now could potentially look back and go, man, I really wish I could buy Bitcoin at 23 grand right now. So, yeah, let that just do what you want with that information. I'm going to leave it here. If this was helpful to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're watching. Let me know what you think on the news. Again, I think it's important to keep dropping some information so you can understand why we're going through this madness. But yeah, time's going to tell what happens with the price of stuff. If you're a patron of mine, big up to you. Make sure you check out the post. You can see stuff. Always got new patrons. Thank you. Really appreciate you all. And if you're new watching and you want to become a patron, you're welcome to do so. I have 7 tiers. Take your pick. The link is in my description. Any video, click it and you'll see where it says Patreon. And yeah, you can become a patron. Gonna do a massive shout out to my patrons. I've got loads of loads of names to call on my list. Are you ready for this shout out? Shout out to Mr. T West, Tori Notary, Glenda, It's Time, Comma Black, SM, Marco Costanti, Michael AJ, Think C63, Clarence Dennison, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, you can hear it in my throat, a mashup. Stuart Chuck, Lewis Rose, Carlos Watcher, Damaris, Samuel Stancox, Rahul the God, Dante Kennedy, RG, Bizzle, Max, Wisdom, one of them, Marcelo Trevino, Ridax Robinson, Manny Sanchez, Catherine Chung, Tyron Samuel, Stephen Abbott, Abiola, Rachel Mack, Pamela Williams, Brandon Stacks and Racks. I gotta plug my bloody thing because the whole screen just went dark. I can see my battery about to die on me. Mess up my damn call. Where am I? Stacks and Racks. Rick! Just cough, Geoffrey Williamson, Omar Thomas, Caspinell, Am Davis, CCP269, Good Feels Nice, Albert Lynn, Dominic, Will W, Peter Stoddard, Belinda Spencer, Eric Foreman, Semyon, Fatima Price, Shonda Owens, Tanner McLaren, Josh Wills, Marcel SSK, Kevin Ward, Sassovy, Michael Keel, Christopher Hoss, Christy, Peter Moser, Snowy, D Swearing, Andrew Harding, Eric Kelvin, William Fox, S-Jar, Claudette Tormiliosa, like Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Just float you up in the air, where am I? Shakir Hussain. Hold on, my voice is mash. I can't even scream like I want to. Jeff Tontich, Lamar Lee Seeley, Cody Harris, S. Daniel Hopkins, Cyril, Alexander Ofori, Gilbert Baggins, Stefan, Eric Jackson, Paul Forrest, Benson Ham, Powell, Russell Cohan, Joseph Marcus, Joshua Ming, Lona, Crypto Mac, Andrew Queen, Gimme the Games, Vinex, West A, M. Ali, Mo C, Fiat Jessen. Listen, there's a loads, I promise you. Mike V, Geronimo Favero, J Fave, Terry JC, Ollie, Orville Broomfield, Frank Essa, Nassa, Ignacio. Just mash up your head. I love it. G Crypto Lumber 7, Chris Chico, Chico, NM That Man, Francis Locker, Zach Adam, Mansauer, Jem the Jaguar, Marcus Gittery, Robert Loss, Exelios. Just mash up your head. That's a sick spell name. Listen, if that's your name, I love it. Stony Mac, John Lowe, Ken Marrold, what am I laughing for? Ranjo Singh, Raffle Krupa, Aiden, Ejiki Okori, just push it to the other side of the room, I don't know. Luke Ainsworth, Mr. Durai, Anthony Berry, TRG Investments, Branko Dorasulik, Mark Kisesi, hello, Ryan Orange, Ryan Williams, Tukin, Santino, Rafa Sane, Joel, I think it's Joel, Crazy Jam, Timothy J. Bosky, Renee, Chris, UKMC, No Name, Jack Slater, Pablo, Bradley Kim, Lena111, Sunny V, Crypto 1, Russ Martino, Hani Abu, Ricardo Venegas, I think that's right, Shidadu, Oscar Vilgas, Crypto Moon, Nightman 911's new to you, Jackson Tepper. I told you there was loads. You thought I was joking. Listen, if you're still sitting here, please drop that like. Where am I? Francis Hernandez, Akbar, Jermaine Allen, David Adedeji, Chiquita, John Sandoval, Aaron Silo, Chris McClendon, Optimus Poompage, Edgar Cortez, Ramil TV, Kirsten, Mr. Drew, SNCCC Mullen, Daddy Arbus, Sander Kampong, Joshua Asher, Darnell D, Black Ape, Bob Rust, Eloy, Mikey, User X 2019, Blackstar, Chile's Creations. Hey, I should call it Chili's Creations. Anyway, because of the video, right? Akis Voderus. Hold on, that's a sick spell. Akis Voderus. Just whack your one at your hand, Love it. Abid Hussein, Moises D. Lopez, Michael, Josephus Samara, Neona London, Chris Tap Dancers. You better tap dance with all the crypto money you're making. Iris, Jack Bliss, Moncho Ammon, Joey J, Raj T, Liesel, Brian Reedy, Islam. Listen, you've never heard a name called list like this. I'm still going. Where am I? Brian Reedy, Islam, Terry, Cornell Goodman. Like, I'm already at the top. Got to start scrolling down again. What am I laughing for? Anyway, where am I? Matthew Walker, Carlos Porter, Sarpane Singh, Dennis Boonman, Alessandro Benini, Mark Peake, Elliot Chill, Royal ID, Teddy Barrel, Hassan P, Makuga, Gordon McCulloch, Monica Matteo, Adam Allen, Ralph Green, Marcus Dunbar, Johnny Matthews, Michael James, Artud, Moises Gallery, Mrs. Carla V. Hello, Rizwan, Wagwan, because it can't, Rizwan, Wagwan, you know. A-Kings, or A-Kings, let me know. Ice Cat Trader, Davidus Nomentus, just make you invisible for a few seconds. Connie, hey, Alamu, just open up the door, you know. Hey, I can see it. Can you see it? Because you know you can hear it, you must be able to hear it. William Johnson, Anthony Donny, Karen Denick, Kimberly Gearman, all for one, and one for all. Cylinder Tashima, Stefan, Coinage, Adriana Linda, PC World. I can't even go up in my head because my throat is mashed up because it's called PC. Marky27, Dave, Chris Adlam, Crypto Newbie. I think that's right. I keep saying, is it Nubby? Newbie? I think it's Newbie. Thomas Rodriguez, Golden Bag, Slow Measy, Noel21. I remember when my pages used to end there. I'm still going. Trevor Dawson, Jude Tam, Thierry, Joe Youssef, Chucks Anderson, Splurge Ultra, RF Joy, Kelvin Rodriguez, Danny Rich, Elstein, Tefedswa, Memphademphas. I swear that sounds like a pack of cigarettes. Hello, yeah, can I get Memphademphas, please? I love it though. Carnivore 444, Morgan Culver, Joe, Kelpash Kumar. Just laugh at me. Alexis Pagan, let me know. Seraph X, Kevin V, Crypto Hustle, Anish Patel, Dean, Aaron, Nova, Mohammed Imran, Ankish Jane. Oh my god, you got me sitting there for 10 minutes. I'm still going. Corey, Mario L, Vanessa Small, Elijah Ayland, I think that's right. Nika Onyu, Moinu Hussein, Andrew Laramie, Nadine Jordan, Eddie Laforme, Tony B, D Wills. I told you there was loads. Riyad Midicasso, I think that's right. Mandy Nguyen, Hash Matala, Michael Ruddy, Will Brooks, John Wesley. I wanted to call you Ronald Weasley. Am I near the end? I think I'm getting it. Surah Rashid, Aimdeep Whaler, Masixo. I remember it used to end there as well. Master J, Daniel Brown, Leon Plas, DG Crypto, Adam Istvan, Theodore Wheaton, LD, Vincent Millett, Mauricio, Anoop N. I promise you, I'm almost down. It's like a bloody merry-go-round going up and down. Or slide. Anyway, where am I? Where was I? Anoop N. Steve Hayer, Amen Rizvi. Aman Rizvi. Aman. Janetta, Legend Charles Knight, Asa Jones, Gabriel Vincent McDowell, yeah, Duns River, Carrie, Gilbo Blaggins, I swear I just said your name at the top, I don't know, Jake Ross, Cookie Crumbs, Cookie, hey, I love it, give me some cookies if you like, Christian Lee, Philip Staffer, Oisinato, I think that's right, Chamjello, let me know, Fund Me Now, Crypt Dive, Maha Ramadan, Fears Ahead, I think I'm right. Jam, Harsha. Oh my God, there's loads. Ben Tenson. I appreciate you as well. Daniel Grigriou. I think that's right. Idle Piper. Shari T. Zostek. Dishana Vation. Mustafa. Skylark. Hold tight, DJ Skylark. We're in the place of the DJ Sky. Big up to you. Love it. Liz Reed. Because she's a DJ. She's a DJ. Big up DJ. El Bengrad. I think that's right. Mike Van Tilburg. The A-Team / something else. Jacob Madaris, Landlord Morrison's, Nicole's Do It, Dave Cathro, listen, your names are getting me mixed up. Dave Cathro, Richard Harmer, Carl Dawson, Dennis, JP Deline, I think that's right, Deline, V-Flash, Joey Shawns, Akeem Banks, Michelle Van Den Acker, hello, Rosemary Hanson, I'm almost there, Justin Levin, oh my God, I can't believe I'm still going in. Oh, okay. VR Financial, Raycorn, Mr. Pawniti, big up, Massey. Listen, I gotta shout them out. They're my peoples. Tonye Adikibi, Sear Coins, Brandon. I'm almost there. James Richards, Laurent Corvelaine. I think that's right. Cassius Smith. What's going on? Soul Seeker, Theodis, yeah. Rossi D, Paolo Baptista. I think that's right. Renton Bacco, Kevin Chack. Inigo Zubieri, I think that's right. Stefan Greenfield. Look, I'm just going to keep at the top because that's too. I'm almost. RGC Visual. Lee Goodwin. Jiba. Kevin Kinitsky. Matthew Wan. Tristan Miles. Oh my God. John Hung. Cypher Armor. May. Okay, I'll just go down a little bit so you can see some more of my photos, my videos. Where am I? Oh, I'm lost. Where am I? Cypher Armor. May Reveal. Laurie Liptrot. Alicia Abigas, Gima Wambagu, Des, David Lang, Sayita, Danny Ruddick, Kenny, I'm so slow, Kenny Brucker, I can see the end, Aaron Nguyen, I think that's right, Nick Smith, Sandbox and Nazar, my God, oh, tap my table as well, you make me go slow and all sorts, but thank you, This is just mad. Oh my god, I felt like I was on a merry-go-round, but just like it started to slow down and go fast. No, what's the one where you sit on that bloody ride where they spin you round? I was on one of them. It went fast and it went slow, it went fast. Anyway, thank you so much. I know that no one's here watching to the end. If you are, you're sick. You're just insane. I love you. Thank you. I can't get my words out. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. That's just a mad cool list. Too many of you. Thank you. Cheers.